there! Let's get your week rolling just right. The right mix of news and conversations. Now, whether you're catching us online, on TV, or on the radio, hop on and join the chat. I'm Paolo del Rosario.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Asis-Carilo. We are simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM. Here's your daily dose of deep dives and good vibes. Welcome to
Beautiful Day! And it is a happy anniversary to the Bilyonaryo News Channel. 1 year, wow. What can I just say? It has been an eventful year. This is not 1 year since we aired, by the way. We aired in July. Pero yung official launch ng BNC
was today. Yes, today last year. And you know what? Within those 365 days, ang dami na nangyari, and we have raked in so many awards. We have come out with so many new shows, diba? It's been an amazing, eventful, as you've said, an eventful journey for the BNC family, for the whole BNC network. And we are looking forward to many, many more years to come.
Absolutely. And of course, syempre, sa simula may mga birthing pains pa yan. Naka-adjust pa rin tayo. Pati yung show na to, nag-reformat niya eh, diba? So, I mean, it was a growing process.
Yes.
I'm happy to be a part of it. And of course, yung excitement levels natin moving forward, I'm sure are through the roof.
Yes. Happy anniversary, BNC. And we are just, so happy and so excited. And we're willing to share that with you guys. So do join us for the next hour and a half because our show is jam-packed today. Packed with conversations, so many things to talk about dahil ang dami nangyari kahapon. And also, we have some special guests joining us. First up, we got the cast of Walang Aray. I am so excited to watch this musical.
Yeah, 100%. So, Walang Aray is coming here. So, it's actually been a very cultural week for us so far.
I know.
I mean, but that's one thing for sure. Of course, later on we're gonna have a guest for Weather HQ as well. We're gonna be talking about basically migrant birds here, how to protect them, especially dito sa urban area and wherever else. Of course, we're gonna have Mr. Christopher Villarin coming in, protected area superintendent on migrant birds.
So
to help
here,
talk about that.
here we are talking about birds again on the show.
Yeah, you know what? Nakatakot eh. Kasi normally when we talk about birds, they don't last long.
They don't. So, I'm wishing these birds the best of luck.
Yes.
The longest of lives.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there are two things that always happen on the show. One, kung nag-guess yung beauty queen dito na nanalo siya.
Yes.
Or two, kapag nag-feature tayo ng ibon, namamatay siya. So, hopefully that's not the case. Of course, all joking aside, all right? I don't want to scare our guests off. We also have an exciting guest towards the end of the show. One of the top wedding hosts in the country. Last time we had Sam YG on. Now we're going to have someone else who's equally as talented, Eri Neeman, coming over.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited to speak with Eri. I've not seen him in a long time. We go way back. We used to be radio show partners.
Yeah.
So that was so many years ago on Wave 89.1. So later on, we're going to be chatting with Eri Neeman and see what he's been up to.
Yeah. And of course, they can catch us all on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I'm here also. Facebook and YouTube. And of course, when they're there, what can they do?
They can like, share, and comment, please. We'd love to hear from you guys. Shoutouts are very much welcome. If you want to say hello to anyone or if you want us to say hello to you, we can do that as well. So you can just type away bnc.com on your social media sites, or you can just search up Bilyonaryo News Channel to find our social media links, Facebook, YouTube, and we are also simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM, and we are also on their Facebook page. So many ways to get in touch with us today. I am so excited to get this show rolling.
Yeah, because
so many things to talk about.
Kasi medyo mahaba yung news segment natin.
Yes.
Because Grabe.
Yesterday was just
oh my
what?
gosh.
And it was just Monday.
Yeah, Monday pa lang, right?
Monday pa lang, guys.
Yeah, you know what? It just goes to show you. Look, if we had the amount of news that we do in traffic in general, that means it's gonna be gridlocked on the road. But let's see if that's the case.
Let's
today.
see. Yeah, let's check the situation in major roads at this hour, guys. Here's what's happening along EDSA Quezon Avenue flyover. Left side of your screens, you're seeing vehicles heading to Quiapo. We got moderate to heavy traffic already building up on that stretch. Same situation on the opposite lane. The right side of your screens, you're seeing vehicles heading to Quezon Memorial Circle. Moderate traffic there as well. Now, here is a look at EDSA Orense in Makati. On the left side of your screens are the vehicles heading to Pasay City. Light traffic on that area. Opposite lane, the right side of your screens, you're seeing vehicles heading to Shaw Boulevard. Everything green and go. Light traffic there as well. Now, heads up to motorists. The expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It's a Tuesday, so vehicles with license plates ending in 3 and 4 should be off the road right about now until 10 a.m. and again later from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we got some bad news for motorists. There is another fuel price hike this week. Oil companies have advised that they're raising their prices on gasoline by 1 peso per liter, diesel by 1 peso and 40 centavos per liter, and kerosene by 70 centavos per liter. The Department of Energy says this is due to renewed escalation of the Russia-Ukraine conflicts, new U.S. sanctions on Iran, and limited increase in production by OPEC. And it's time to check out today's weather forecast with Paolo on Weather HQ. I love the new look. Take it away, Pao.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anne. Sorry about that, because I love the new look too. Now, this is actually Weather HQ's first anniversary as well. So let's take a look at the weather. Normally, dito sa Weather HQ, we're ready for any storms or anything like that. But today, parts of the country are enjoying generally fair weather. Now, the southwest monsoon is taking a break for the meantime. Now, Pag-asa's latest forecast shows that its easterlies are dominating our weather pattern. Now, particularly affecting the southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now, let's take a look at areas such as the Bicol region, Quezon, Marinduque, Romblon, Aklan, Capiz, Northern Samar, and Eastern Samar, which all may experience cloudy skies with rain showers. Now, some of these rains can turn to moderate to heavy at times, so residents in flood-prone and low-lying areas should stay alert for possible flooding or even landslides. So make sure you stay safe out there. Now, we go back here to Metro Manila, where Metro Manila, as well as the rest of Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Visayas, and Mindanao, you can expect generally partly cloudy to cloudy skies. Again, all this is due to the easterlies coming in. Now, no southwest monsoon, which has been a problem for the past few weeks. But remember, still don't let your guard down. The easterlies can still bring isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, usually in the afternoon or in the evening. So, if you have plans to head out later on in the day, make sure that you have your rain gear ready and just be always prepared for sudden downpours. Now, when it comes to the sea conditions, as Weather HQ marks its first anniversary, again, the seas seem to be joining in the celebration. Pag-asa reports that waters across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao will be light to moderate today. Now, this means generally calmer conditions. Now, that's good news for our fisherfolk and seafarers, since small to medium-sized boats can travel more safely. But remember, safety always comes first, so be alert and follow the proper precautions before venturing out to sea. Again, just want to thank everyone who's worked here on Weather HQ. The new look is fantastic. Thank you so much to Jason for all of the good work when it comes to all of our graphics, and of course the rest of the team. But for now, that's it for Weather HQ at the moment. And back to you.
Thank you so much, Pao, and happy anniversary, Weather HQ. Now on to our top stories. Senator Tito Sotto has been appointed as the new Senate President. Receiving 15 votes, Tito Sotto replaces Senator Cheese Escudero as Senate President. According to Politico, the leadership change was triggered by the flood control controversy in which Escudero has become involved. After it came out that one of his campaign donors in 2022 was one of the top 15 flood control contractors. The new Senate Majority Leader, Mig Subiri, who nominated the new Senate Chief, says the Senate is in need of reliable and trustworthy leadership.
As Senate President, he always led with fairness and transparency, and he led with an open ear and a decisive hand. ensuring unity and stability in the Senate at all times.
Wow.
First news item pa lang yan, ha?
Yes, I know. Pasabog agad siya, no? But yesterday was just, I think the word that can describe all the events that happened yesterday was wow.
Yes. So, you know what? It felt like watching practically a political drama.
Yes, yes.
It felt like it was good television, first and foremost. But of course, it's beyond that. Like right now, we are seeing a lot of movement. I think a lot of it is because of the now
The
more focus,
controversies,
more focused attention on corruption in the
Yes,
government.
yes, that's right.
And of course, all of the investigations happening as well. So the new leadership, especially with the issues concerning, of course, Senator Chis Escudero recently with the alleged contributions to his campaign, also hanging over him. So medyo mahirap to lead considering that as well.
Yeah. Actually, they're not alleged contributions. They
Oh, right.
were
They
really
are
stated.
contributions,
Yeah,
yes.
they are
Right.
contributions.
Correct.
And I think it's a respectable move for Senator Chis Escudero to step down because, you know, syempre parang yung taong bayan kasi meron ng duda
Yeah.
with his leadership, with maybe his credibility. But now we have a new Senate
Yeah,
president.
I mean, like, it's practically a coup, right? In a way,
Yes,
of a shift,
yes.
right? So, actually, yung interesting doon is that throughout the day, yesterday, you could actually track the movements of some of the senators moving from each chamber to the other.
Yeah.
I think Senator Rita Ontiveros in particular, I think at one point you could see her moving
from the Blue Ribbon
yes.
hearing, Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, moving from there to, makikita mo talaga kasi
Yeah.
I was actually
Kasi ang
watching.
galing ng mga reporters natin,
Oo,
okay?
diba?
Ang galing ng mga reporters
Jumping
being able...
from one venue to another,
Yes,
or one spot
yes.
to another. So we have a new Senate President pro tempore is Senator Ping Lacson, and Majority Leader is Senator Mig Subiri, and the new chair of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee is now Senator Ping Lacson, replacing Senator Rodante Marcoleta. So that is going to be so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
The next Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. I was watching that yesterday and hearing all the allegations, confessions coming from the contractors
Yeah.
who were there.
And you know,
grabe.
speaking of, that actually leads us nicely to our next topic, because Curly and Sara Discaya exposed politicians they say were involved in a massive flood control fund kickback scheme. Now, named in the testimony were House Speaker Martin Romualdez and Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico, ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico, along with several others, including members of the DPWH. The Discayas revealed that congressmen demanded huge kickbacks, some of them collected in cash, and claimed that politicians used their families to amass wealth through government projects.
Karamihan sa mga kawani ng DPWS na nabanggit sa itaas ay paulit-ulit na binabanggit ang delivery ng pera ay para sa kay Zaldico na dapat at least 25%. Si Kong Marvin Rillo naman ay ilang beses na binabanggit ang pangalan ni Speaker Martin Romualdez bilang kanyang malapit na kaibigan.
Politicians were quick to deny allegations leveled by top flood control contractor Curly Discaya. Many of the lawmakers and politicians that Discaya claimed were involved in the flood control scandal have released official statements denying such allegations. Mayor Florida Robes of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan says there are no ghost projects in her jurisdiction and their infrastructure is world-class. Meanwhile, Pasig Representative Roman Romulo says that these are clearly diversionary tactics to shift blame. These are among the many responses to Curly Discaya's claims, and most have stated that they will be filing charges against the flood control contractor. So all these revelations have come out during yesterday's Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, and almost all of the names on Curly Discaya's list have released their own statements denying these allegations and saying that they are already in contact with their legal teams, with their lawyers, and to see what they can do
Yeah, some
to
of
clear
them.
their name and para, sabi nga nung iba, magkita tayo sa korte.
Yeah, some of them are actually. You're absolutely right. Some of them are actually saying that they are already in the process of
Yes.
filing libel charges against the Discayas.
That's right.
So we're going to see how this develops. Kasi syempre, I believe this. Well, to be quite honest, medyo expected to. That this type of reaction, especially when names were named,
Yes.
right? And of course, syempre the burden of proof is going to have to be there, especially if you're from the side of from the part of the Discayas, because naming these big names is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. So they've
Yes.
also asked for protection. They've also asked for assurances that talking about the Discayas, that what they reveal, one, would actually be investigated, and two, that there will be some sort of protection coming from the government.
Feathers have already been ruffled.
Oh yeah, grabe. And
But
not just the politicians, pati yung mga partner nila, yung yung pamilya nila,
Yeah,
they have been vocal.
Released statements already. Yeah, diba? What do you call this? Congressman Chel Jokno, there you go.
Yes.
He guested on Point last night, and he said that his advice to those who were included in Curly Discaya's list was ilabas ang SALN. Publicize your SALN to see yung ano nila, the money that they have, diba?
Yeah.
And Pinky also pointed out that publicizing the SALN, pwedeng-pwede kasi ilagay sa iba yung money,
Yes.
hide somewhere else. But Congressman Jokno said that at least this is the starting point.
Yes.
And then from there, you can investigate. Pero, naming all these names and, not having anything to prove. Kasi he was just saying, Curly Discaya was saying they have a ledger where all the transactions are recorded. There's no signature of those who received the money. It's just like a record that
Yeah.
they have
So-
for their company. So, kailangan nilang yung ilabas.
Yeah, so apart from that, of course, syempre there has to be a bit more of an audit for all the projects actually happening in these representatives' districts in
Yeah,
particular.
yeah.
Kasi like using Bulacan as a big example, because that's the one we're probably most familiar with in terms of the investigations, is that there have been numerous ghost projects there. There have been numerous projects there that even the LG was not aware of.
Yes.
So accounting of that will actually also be an important part of it, considering nga that baka nga hindi nga di lang flood control projects
Di
yung
lang, but
pinag-uusapan
other
when it comes to that.
infrastructure
Yes, other
projects
infrastructure
as
works.
well, right?
Yeah, so we're showing you a few of the statements being released right now. Actually, the interesting part is that even some lifestyle and cultural social media accounts have posted the series of apologies, or rather denials,
Yes,
from
yes.
these congressmen, these representatives who have been named by the
Yes.
Discayas. And again, it just
Last
feels...
night, I was actually saving
Oh, yeah.
them one by one. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll save this,
Pero,
I'll save this.
tip of the iceberg lang to.
Yes.
Sobrang tip of the iceberg lang to in terms of the reactions and of course the actions that will be taken.
Presidential Communication USEC Claire Castro has said that the president doesn't want name dropping without evidence.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're challenging the Discayas to present the evidence to corroborate their story, and we'll see.
Ito na naman tayo sa we'll see.
Kasi yun lang naman talaga, di ba? We just have to wait and see, and we have to keep watch. Bantayan natin all these investigations. Kailangan talaga merong managot. And moving on, DPWH Undersecretary Maria Catalina Cabral is under scrutiny over alleged budget insertions and a zero funding issue for flagship projects, including road networks and interlinked bridges. Senators questioned why funds for priority projects were diverted to others that appear to be profit-driven, like the so-called flood control schemes. Cabral was also accused of trying to insert items into the 2026 national budget after approaching Senator Tito Soto's staff. According to an insider of Politico, this came as a surprise to many within the agency, as Cabral has been known for her strong academic record and professional work ethic.
again.
We were actually talking about this yesterday because si Senator Ping Lacson was the one who actually mentioned this over the weekend that si Miss Cabral, Maria Catalina Cabral, DPWH USEC, approached or called yung kampo ni Tito Soto, Senator Tito Soto, and talking about the insertions. And si Senator Tito Soto also released a statement saying na ganun nga talaga yung nangyari. And I read an article that si Secretary Dizon has spoken with Ms. Cabral, and Ms. Cabral, of course, is denying these allegations. And what Senator Dizon wants to happen is for Maria Catalina Cabral to explain this to the Senate.
Yes. Again, when we talk about anything with relation to DPWH, especially for the past few months or maybe even years, is that, well, Secretary Dizon has mentioned there's a reason why there's a need for a cleanup,
Yeah.
a change, a reformat.
Yes.
And again, we are...
And that's what he is doing now.
Yeah, so we are now seeing basically the skeletons in the closet coming out when it comes to, I mean, for the lack of a better term, right? Coming out in terms of yung basically galawan nila dati.
Yeah.
And of course, it's such a systemic change that is needed, and we are going to find out whether or not these reforms being made. Again, it feels like on the fly. Because if I'm not mistaken, Secretary Dizon was taking a look at almost like a week-long purge or change
Yeah.
when it comes to the DPWH.
And
So,
reviewing their budget as
and
well.
reviewing the budget as well. So yeah, we're gonna see how that all changes. Now, you know what? We've been talking so much about the local news kasi grabe talaga. Ang dami nangyayari
Ang
ngayon.
daming nangyayari.
Oo, and,
So many things to talk about. And you know what? It's good that people are talking about this.
And of course, if you want more of this, make sure you keep it here on BNC because
we will give you more updates.
Grabe, we're not done
We will
yet.
keep you in the know.
You take a look at the lineup of our guests today all across our different different shows rather, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun today in the sense that we're gonna learn a lot, we're going to discover a lot, and we're going to be able to have a deeper appreciation on the efforts on trying to find a way to solve or find a way to really get to the bottom of ng mga issue na nakita natin ngayon. Kasi ang dami talaga.
Ang dami.
Ang dami.
Sakto pa, anniversary ng BNC, diba? And all these things.
In other words, let's keep on working.
Yes.
Ganun na, let's keep on working. So I have no idea how to transition this, pero susubukan ko na lang. In sports!
That was perfect.
We go to world football, where Italy claimed a 5-4 win over Israel in the World Cup qualifier in Hungary after a game filled with mistakes and comebacks. Sandro Tonali scored the winner in added time, capping a wild match that saw Italy concede 2 own goals and a late equalizer. The victory keeps Italy's qualifying hopes alive under new coach Gennaro Gattuso, who led the team to a second straight win after a 5-0 victory over Estonia. Italy now sits second in Group 1, 3 points behind leaders Norway. Now, that was a hard transition.
I know. But good job. Okay, here's our first cup of tea today. The Conjuring Last Rites has set a new global record for horror films, earning a massive $194 million in its opening weekend. The film surpassed the Pilino kung anong mas nakakatakot, kung Ghost Flood Control Project or Ghost dito sa Conjuring.
Either way, they're both dangerous for your health.
Yes.
Okay? They're both
Hindi
dangerous
naman.
for your health.
I was able to thank you again to Warner Brothers for the invite to go see The Conjuring Last Rites. And I enjoyed the movie. There were a lot of jump scares.
Yeah.
And there were cameos also of characters from the previous Conjuring movie,
Right.
Last Rites. But
All right.
congratulations either way. Now here's our second cup of tea. British singer Ed Sheeran has announced he's moving to the United States.
I love UK rap in him. So yeah,
I love Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, and I like his new album, by the way, Play, also coming up. So I mean, like, big fan of Ed Sheeran. Caught him a couple of times live already, and hopefully, he's moving to the US with his family.
I hope that
Hopefully, he
works for
comes
him.
to the Philippines
Yeah.
also for
Oo
tours.
nga. And
More
he should
often.
guest on Beautiful Day. Hi, Ed Sheeran, if you're watching. We're manifesting that you will guest on the show. Thank you very much
We
in
have
advance.
yet to be successful.
We just have to keep on trying.
Okay. All right. So again, now actually that brings us to our next segment pretty well because we Filipinos love three things. That is great music, great laughs, and truth bombs. Now, all of it wrapped in art makes it a bonus. Well, this award-winning musical checks all the boxes. We're chatting with the director and the rising star from Walang Aray, a hit theatrical masterpiece that's been wowing audiences now on its third run in just 2 years. You won't want to miss this beautiful day. We'll be right back. And welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. Now, the brains and the heart behind an award-winning musical that's as relevant today as ever is here. Now, Walang Aray, a bold and modern take on Severino Reyes' an 1898 classic, Walang Sugat, all right, 1989 rather. Walang Sugat slashes through social norms with wit, energy, and a whole lot of heart. This groundbreaking production that dares to imagine a world beyond binaries runs until October 12 at the PETA Theater Center. Now, joining us here on the Hangout, Director Ian Segarra and breakout star Rendell Sanchez. Beautiful day, Derek and Rendell. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for waking up this early.
Good morning. Parang sanay naman yata sila sa ganun.
I don't know. Sanay ba kayo?
No.
Pwede na. Okay, so first of all, third successful run so far. You've been running for 2 weeks. Walang Aray is running sa PETA Theater Center. Let's talk first to Direct because this is the third run in 2 years.
Yes.
And yet, here you are, still as successful. It feels like it's getting better each and every time. Unang-una, when you first did this, because you were part of the first one, did you imagine na magkaka-third run kayo?
Hindi namin na-imagine na kasi noong time na yun, we were just really enjoying the moment of performing it. We've had really good feedback last time. And then, we thought about having a rerun pero it didn't manifest. Tas, I think because we, Walang Aray won awards during the recent, last year's Gawad Buhay, PhilStage Gawad Buhay Awards. And I think that's when PETA decided, okay, let's do a rerun. Because a lot of people are really asking for a rerun. Maraming mga tao na even after a year after we ran, may mga tao nagsasabi sa amin na they really like Walang Aray, nakikilala yung mga actors sa kanilang mga trabaho outside of PETA, nakikilala sila as their characters from the musical. So parang gano'n.
This is a reimagining of the Zarzuela by Severino Reyes, Walang Sugat, and the critics now are describing this run as fiercer, sharper, and more inclusive. So how different is the 2025 version of Walang Aray?
I think when we started thinking about doing the rerun, we went back to the script. Binalikan namin the script and the previous run. Binalikan namin, tinanong namin kung ano yung mga pwede pa namin i-highlight na mga ideas. Kasi most of the feedback ng audiences during that time was it was a really fun show. They had a good time at the theater. Pero dahil ang tagline namin ay tumindig at umibig, sabi namin, paano pa natin mas paiigtingin, i-highlight pa yung pagtindig, the idea of loving the country, loving, fighting for what you believe in, fighting what you stand for, parang ganyan. And then, we went back to the script and then analyzed and reevaluated what worked and what did not work from the previous run. At dahil ito ay merong mga contemporary references, we also had to look at the current political, cultural, socio-economic landscape of the Philippines and see what can be put in the material. At ano yung pwede naming tanggalin from the previous run.
Yeah, because PETA has always been known for that, trying, obviously addressing social issues, of course. And I can only imagine yung difficulty level niya, considering one, musical nga siya. So there's obviously the musicality, there's obviously the story involved, tapos trying to, di naman adhere to, but rather address certain social challenges. And we piled all of that to a first-time performer here at Rendell. This is your first major role in theater. First of all, kamusta naman? Na-trauma ka na ba?
No, not at all. But it is quite tiring because doing theater is very, very physical. But prior to that, parang PETA prepared us kasi we had like physical conditioning. Also, like I also personally took voice lessons just to make sure to use my instrument well and sustainably.
Yeah, which is yourself.
Yeah, yes. And PETA also has this care-based approach in taking care of the actors. So we're regularly being checked up on our like not only physical but also like emotional well-being. So it's no trauma at all. Like it's been nakakapagod, but it's a good kind of pagod kasi it's fun and you feel so alive.
I mean, like, sorry, Anne, but then because this is your first time, nagulat ka ba sa amount of physical exertion actually involved? Because it is like I remember, well, when I used to teach it, one of the things that people had a hard time was actually supporting yung ribs mo habang kumakanta, habang gumagalaw.
Yes.
So how was that process for you?
Yes, it is quite surprising kasi people would have an idea na you just throw your lines, you just sing, but it's a lot of physical exertion kasi pag rehearsals, we rehearse like almost every day leading up to the shows, like 5 hours, and then you're standing on stage kasi you're blocking, you're doing choreography. It's tiring, but again, it's very creatively fulfilling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations, because yun nga, it's your professional theater debut, and you play Miguel. And Miguel is this rich and self-confident suitor of Julia. Is it Julia or Julia?
Julia.
There you
Yes.
go, the lead female character. How did you prepare particularly for this role? And do you find any similarities between you and Miguel, your character?
Oh, okay. In terms of preparation, I think I had to, because I literally have a song entitled Borta. So I have to look the part. So went and lifted some weights.
Okay.
And then, of course, again, vocal lessons for the vocal chops, because it's the music of our musical director, Sir Vince Lim. Beautiful, beautiful music, but not that easy to sing. And then, in terms of similarities, I think because I also, like Miguel just came back from Europe studying, and it's quite a good coincidence because I also just got back from the UK from studying my master's.
You're a professor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, paano mong binabalance yun?
Oh,
That's
in
a
terms of
challenge.
balancing, it's
Kawawa yung mga estudyante niya.
no, actually, I do invite them to watch. Like, so
Oh, good.
I already have some
great.
students
Yeah.
because I also teach critical perspectives in the arts, and I wanted them to see my own art, which is performance arts. So I've already had some UP students who came in and watched the show. So
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
it's a difficult thing to balance, but
Yeah. So kung hindi
We're
sila
alive.
kung hindi sila pumunta, fail sila.
Hindi, may bonus points.
Bonus point.
no, you can't do that. We can't do that.
Bawal yun. O hindi, we're just kidding.
We're just kidding, guys. Walang ganyan.
Wala,
Direct,
wala.
sorry, I want to go back to you because very off tangent na tayo. When we talk about these musicals, well, kasi you mentioned there have been changes, but I want to talk about things that haven't changed. Kasi syempre may mga tema na talagang nasa puso talaga ng show. When we talk about yung motto ng show, which is tumindig at umibig pa more, right?
Yeah.
When we take a look at yung tema na yun, what does that mean and how important is it to the fabric of yung story na to? And why can we not change that?
I think the idea of us as a nation experiencing a lot of challenges. Kanina nga narinig namin kayo nag-uusap about dun sa mga current na nangyayari. And it's happening all around us, and it's very important for us as a people to realize this and acknowledge it and stand for what we believe is right for us. Panindigan yung inyong pininiwalaan, panindigan yung mga mahal mo sa buhay, ang pagmamahal mo sa bayan. And I think as kami rin as theater artists, we use theater to show this love, yung pagmamahal namin sa ating bayan, sa ating kultura, sa ating lingwahe, sa ating sarili, sa ating craft, at using theater as a tool to make people realize and understand that this what's happening now also happened in the past, and it's up to us as a people to really stand and ipaglaban ng ating pinaniniwalaan. And I think that's central to the fabric of what we want to tell in Walang Aray.
One of the current issues that people are talking about and talagang pinaglalaban natin up to this day is inclusivity and social acceptance. And the cast here is very inclusive. For instance, you have Lance Reblando,
Yes.
a trans woman who plays the female lead as Julia. Was there a part of you that was cautious to take this bold step? Considering also that, syempre, here in the Philippines, we're very conservative. We're a Catholic country.
Well, pinag-usapan namin yan ng artistic team and with our artistic director. And I think for me personally, it's about time that we give them that space. Pero that's siguro for me the very first tawag mo nun, determinant, or for lack of a better term, to get Lance as Julia is because I believe that she can do the role. So it's really a matter of if she can do the role or not. It's not about, for me, I guess, hindi siya dahil it's a token na, inclusive kami ha, ito, ganyan.
Yeah.
Hindi siya ganun eh.
Okay.
Parang, she's really skilled to do that. Kasi nung in-audition namin siya, nung nag-uusap kami ng artistic team, if she can't do it, kasi ang daming requirements, ang daming demands vocally, and emotionally nung character na Julia eh. At kung sa tingin namin, hindi niya kayang gawin yun, hindi namin siya ipapasa. So it's really about if she can do it. So, pero it's, looking back now, siguro, it's really about giving them space. Kasi the Walang Aray story is all about owning that space in the society and believing what you want and what you love in life. And I think having Lance in this production also underlines that kind of idea in the show.
I read a review on Walang Aray, and then it said nga there na the celebrity cast and the trans members of the cast, they were presented without fanfare. Talagang it's all about yung fit nila sa role.
Yes. At ano yun eh, napag-usapan din yun at sinabi talaga namin na it's really not about their gender identity. And Lance is a woman. Lance is a woman,
Yes.
so it's about time that she plays a woman role.
Yeah.
Diba?
You know, what I love about this, you mentioned yung celebrity cast a while ago. And kasi
Yeah.
minsan nasisira yung fourth wall eh. Pagpasok ng mga ibang celebrities, sometimes people like, ito yun. Like, it's not, it's a celebrity and not necessarily the character. Pero when you talk about yung challenge of actually representing that, of course, we're talking about itong si Miss Julina Magdangal and of course, Asis-Carilo.
Asis-Carilo,
Both of them are icons in their own right. You know, you see them like, whoa! Right? So, direct, the challenge of that, kasi syempre you want to portray them as a character and rather than who they are.
But in the previous runs, you also had celebrity
Yes, we had KD
cast
Lex.
members. Yes, KD, okay.
I think it's very important for us, for these actors to understand their character very well. At matagal, mahabang usapan din yun with Ice. At si Ice maraming tanong actually.
Of course. Kasi
very-
veterano na rin siya eh.
True.
That's
Oo.
true.
Even Jolina.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course,
she,
yes.
I guess a major adjustment for Jolina is because she's so used to TV. We had to actually remind her that this is the theater. You have an audience to the side. You have an audience up there at the balcony. It's not just here, the camera, who you're talking to.
Yeah.
So yun yung malaking adjustment for Jolina. Pero I think in terms of character, it's a conversation between me and all of the actors on how they want to develop the characters. And the characters is always put first.
Yeah.
Importante yun.
You know, grabe, no? Si Rendell, first show niya, kasama niya si Jolina.
Oo nga
Yes.
eh. How
I
was
mean,
that like? Yeah.
It's hard not to like fanboy because I literally grew up seeing them on my screen, but they're such super gracious castmates, as in super mabait, and then they're super hardworking as well.
Okay.
As in they put so much into their roles, and you will see it like once you see Walang Aray.
See, Jolina, this is also her theater debut, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, right?
Yes,
And she
it
plays
is.
Doña Juana. What surprised you the most about her performance?
How open she is. She's very open when kasi yung process din kasi namin sa rehearsals is really I allow the actors to contribute punchlines, developing their characters. Dahil nakikita niya yung other actors do it. Meron din siyang mga tinatry during rehearsals. Kakausapin niya ako, Direk, I want to try this. Ian, I want to try this. Ganun. Can I do it? Sige, let's go lang. I-explore lang natin to. And she's very open. Nakakatawa lang kasi dahil it's a comedy, hindi niya mapigilan yung sarili niyang tumawa. Kasi nga, kaliwat kanan ng punchlines ng play na ito during rehearsal. So parang tatawa na lang siya bigla, hindi niya nadadrop niya yung character niya during rehearsals. And she had to, sabi niya, kailangan kong sanayin ang sarili ko na nasusurprise ako sa lahat ng mga, kahit pa ulit-ulit yung punchlines, tumatawa pa rin siya. Pero ngayon, sobra niyang, disciplined na hindi niya nawawala ang It's really Juana on stage, and it's such a joy to see her on stage talaga.
Ang hirap naman kasi hindi tumawa when you're hearing all those the punchlines and the jokes.
Yeah, I like to keep a straight face in character.
Oo.
At hindi lang yan.
Did you ever have that problem? I wanted to ask Rendell.
What we do in PETA is that because they have a lot of different jokes, different offers from different actors. Since ang dami namin cast
Kasi may
permutations.
nag-adlibs pa.
Adlibs. But yung rule namin with Kuya Ian din, ubusin niyo yung tawa niyo sa rehearsals.
Yes,
Because the audience members have to laugh, not the cast.
right.
Yeah.
And also one of our rules then ay kailangang ipagpaalam ang lahat ng jokes.
Ah.
Walang gulatan.
Yes.
Okay,
Walang
okay.
hindi yung may naisip akong joke tapos gugulatin ko
On the
lang siya on
spot,
stage. No,
okay,
hindi
okay.
pwede.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, like, you can only ad-lib so much.
Right,
Oo.
yeah.
Pero, wait, sorry, Direk. This is very technical, but do you wait for the audience to stop yung laughter?
To die down a little bit.
Yeah. Kasi minsan, issue yun. When we take a look at the run so far here, Rendell, because again, first time mo, and yung pinili mo Sarsuela kagad. And then, well, a bit of a hybrid. Nagulat ka ba? Have you seen this before? And of course, when you went into this, nasira bang idea in your mind in terms of yung creative process and of course what the story is about?
Okay. I wasn't able to catch the show because I was abroad when it was showing. But when I got the part and saw recording, I immediately was a fan of the show because I'm such a theater nerd, and yung approach to the directorial choices, parang exposed theater, meta theater, and then I think what surprised me the most, or at least what I found very challenging, was finding the stylized kind of acting. Kasi yun yung ni Kuya Ian, yung sinabi niya sa akin na in the Walang Aray universe, it's not a caricature, but it's also not like realism. So it's a stylized kind of acting, which is very much on brand with the Sarsuela kind of acting.
Yeah.
Which I think the entire cast found quite challenging to find. Kasi it's its own universe.
Yes.
So I think that was what's surprising to me, but it's fun. Like you have the platform to be larger than life on stage.
Yeah. It's measured pagkabongga.
Yes.
I think that's the right term for it. But I think we have to start wrapping up here. I would love to talk to you for another hour.
I wish
We
we
don't
had
have
more
that time.
time. So many questions to ask, but I am excited to see the show, and I'm sure our viewers are excited as well. October 12th?
Until October 12th.
Until October 12th. So why don't you invite our viewers? grab their tickets now?
Okay, hello everyone. We resume our run on Friday. We have shows 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. So we run from September 12 and until October 12. You can get your tickets via Ticket to Me, and you can also message the cast members. We can link
Directly.
you, with the show buyers, and we can get the tickets for you.
And visit the PETA Facebook page for
Yes,
other
for
details.
updates. Yeah.
And we...
Message na natin si Jolina.
Oo. I'm such a Jolina fan. Jolina Marvin.
Yes.
Diba naman? And then she posted this, yung inabutan siya ni Marvin ng flowers. Oh my God.
Ako dun eh.
Direk, you missed it. Pero buti na pinost. I was so kilig. But anyway, we always ask this final question to our guests. Our show is called Beautiful Day. What makes your day beautiful? Let's start with Direk Ian.
What makes my day beautiful? Seeing actors have fun on stage.
Love that.
Rendell, how about you?
What makes my day beautiful? Being able to perform and feel alive on stage. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. Good luck for the rest of your run. Break a leg for the rest of your run, rather. And hopefully, this is the third. Hopefully, we can see a fourth very soon.
More. Yeah.
More. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, that is Director Ian Segarra and Rendell Sanchez from Walang Aray. Now, when we return, we'll learn more about the incredible journey of migratory birds and the role of the Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park in protecting them. Beautiful Day. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Now, let's take a look at what's happening here in Las Piñas and Parañaque. Now, this September marks the start of migration season for thousands of birds flying across the globe. The Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park serves as a vital stopover for these feathered travelers. Now, to talk more about their journey and the importance of safeguarding the wetlands, joining us via phone patch is Mr. Christopher C. Villarin, the Protected Area Superintendent of Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. Magandang umaga, Sir Chris. Welcome to Beautiful Day.
Magandang umaga rin po sa ating mga manonood at sumusubaybay.
Sir Chris, simulan po natin na talking about the wetland park. Siguro may mga iba tayong mga kababayan na magulat na may Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park pala. Saan po ito? And of course, can you tell us a bit more about yung park na to and how important is it para sa mga migratory birds?
Apo. Well, yung Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park is one of the two protected areas po natin sa Metro Manila, and it is situated sa coastal area po ng Las Piñas and Parañaque. If you are traveling south po, bago po kayo lumabas ng Cavitex or pumasok ng Cavitex, you can see it to your right side. So isa po siyang mangrove area, wetland, mga mudflats po, and other ecosystems po. So yun po ay we have 36 hectares of mangrove, the densest in Metro Manila. Kaya nga po tinagurian rin siya as the last coastal frontier. So mahalaga po yung Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park kasi important nga po siya na pit stop ng mga migratory birds natin coming from as far as Alaska and Russia. As they travel down south, papunta po ng Australia and New Zealand during winter migration.
Mm-hmm. Yung mga migratory birds po na to, normally, ano po yung mga classes of birds that we see? Ano yung mga quote-unquote regular visitors po natin kada taon?
Ang ating po mga common visitors po or palagi regular visitors po natin would be yung mga water birds na tinatawag po natin. No? So sila po yung migrate kapag naramdaman na nila na lumalamig na po sa kanilang places or sa breeding areas po nila, they start to migrate down south po. So marami po tayong makikita dito ng mga Chinese egret, ruddy turnstone, mga curlews, and kasama na rin po dyan yung atin pong endemic na Philippine duck.
Yung wetlands po na to, normally, ano po ginagawa nila doon? Alam ko, parang rest stop sila po eh. But then, what type of food, shelter, and of course, resting spaces does the wetlands provide?
Actually, you can take po yung Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park as a sort of restaurant and hotel ng mga migratory birds po natin. No? So, dito, gamit po yung tinatawag nating East Asian Australasian Flyway. Dito po, namamahinga po at kumakain yung ating po mga migratory birds para po bago sila magpatuloy nga po ng kanilang journey. So, para pong pagka tayo po ay nag-travel, long flight, stopover nga po para makapagpahinga, makapag-stretch, and then sa bahagi po ng mga ibon, kinakailangan po nila mag-store ng fat, ng energy para nga po makapag-continue sila ng kanilang journey.
How long po yung stay nila usually po sa hotel po ninyo?
Depende po sa species, pero meron po na 1 to 3 days, meron po nagtatagal at talagang naghahanda para po sa kanila pong migration.
Is the wetland park po, and especially yung ecology po nila, under threat considering that, well, we are in the middle of an urban sprawl dito sa Metro Manila po, and well, mahirap talaga hanapin yung mga for example, yung mga green spaces dito sa Metro Manila. Has the environment threatened anything sa wetland park po?
Opo, isang malaking challenge nga po talaga na nakasituate po tayo sa Metro Manila po, no? Yun nga po, kaya nga po na tagurin nga po siyang last coastal frontier natin. And siya lang po yung talaga ang natatanging wetland area na situated sa urban area. So malaking challenge po sa atin na kung paano nga po maprotektahan dahil nga po yung encroachment po sa habitat nila at yung lapit po ng mga tao ay minsan ay nakaka-istorbo sa kanila at nagpapalayo po sa kanila. So yun po yung isa sa mga kinakaharap po ng ating opisina, Protected Area Management Office, para nga po matiyak natin na yung mga ibon ay hindi po na-disturb yung kanilang natural behavior at patuloy po sila magpabalik-balik sa ating area.
Sir Chris, has climate change affected yung migratory patterns and of course yung visiting hours kumbaga ng mga ibon na to?
Meron po kami na-observe in the past few years po kasi we regularly conduct bird monitoring. No? Minsan po mas napapaaga yung dating nila, minsan naman po late silang umaalis. So as to the science behind it, medyo hindi pa rin po natin alam. Pero definitely, seeing yung pong erratic weather patterns po natin ay nakaka-apekto rin po sa kanilang pong journey. Especially kapag biglang nagtag-ulan o biglang nagkaroon po ng bagyo, ay siyempre po nagsisik sila ng shelter sa mga available areas po other than Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park.
In terms of yung benefits po for yung mga tao talaga po, in terms of right now, kasi pinag-uusapan talaga yung, for example, yung flood control management and of course, mga natural solutions po. Does the Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park actually help benefit yung taong bayan po?
Actually, yan po. Totoo po yan. No? Hindi lang po siya parang pinag-uusapan natin is yung birds, but rather kasama rin po talaga yung benefits o yung tinatawag po nating ecosystem services na nagbe-benefit po yung tao. Especially nga po in the context of flood control, malaki po ang role ng ating po mga wetlands, especially yung mga mangroves po natin, mudflats po natin in controlling flooding. And dahil situated po siya sa coastal area, malaki rin po ang kanyang role sa paglaban po as first line of defense po ng mga coastal communities po natin against storm surge o yung mga tinatawag nating daluyong and habag.
Sir, for those who are interested in actually helping support yung efforts po ninyo sa Wetland Park and of course become wetland warriors in different ways, what can they do po?
Well, marami po silang maaaring ma-contribute, no? Even actually without leaving their homes. Kasi ang isa po sa mga problema nga po natin dito, since tayo po ay situated po sa mouth ng 3 ilog po, no? Andiyan po yung Parañaque River and Las Piñas and Zapote River, tayo po ay nagiging catch basin. So yung po mga basura po natin na hindi natin na-manage ng maayos sa ating mga kabahayan, they end up sa ating pong shoreline and sa Manila Bay po. So malaking tulong po, although marami pong nagbo-volunteer nga po, nagsasagawa ng coastal cleanup, mas malaking tulong po kung sa ating pong mga kabahayan nagsisimula yung pag-manage ng ating mga basura, especially plastic, single-use plastics. So kung tayo po sa ating pong mga kabahayan ay nagagawa na po nating bawasan, no? So sa 3 hours po natin, ang pinakauna po is reduction po, no? Mabawasan po natin yung basura at hindi po siya mag-end up sa ating waterways and then eventually sa ating pong Las Piñas, Parañaque Wetland Park, malaking tulong po yun.
He is the Protected Area Superintendent of Las Piñas, Parañaque Wetland Park, Mr. Christopher Villarin. Maraming salamat po. Thank you for joining us this morning and sharing your insights po.
Maraming salamat din po.
Alright, so that's it for Weather HQ at the moment. And back to you.
Thank you, Pao. Now, is today going to be a lucky day for us or not? Let's go find out from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! Beautiful day with me, Bilyonaryo Master Hans. Ito po ang horoscope ngayong araw ng Tuesday, September 9. Simulan natin sa mga pinanganak ng Year of the Rat. May simpleng blessing na ikatutuwa mo. Magpasalamat sa maliit na swerte. Yellow at 3. Year of Dogs naman tayo, magaling ugalingin uminom ng maligamgam na tubig, nakakatulong yan sa digestion. Green at 1. Kay Tiger naman tayo, may bagong assignment na susubok ng pasensya mo. Kaya mo yan. White at 6. Kay Year of the Rabbit naman tayo, huwag mong hayaan ang pride ang magnaig para sa conversation nyo. Blue at 4. Kay Year of the Dragon naman tayo, may dumating na maliit na kita. Kipon muna bago gumastos. Red at 5. Kay Year of the Snake naman tayo, makakatanggap ka ng feedback. Maging bukas sa improvement. Green at 7. Ito naman, Care of the Horsey. Huwag ipilit ang katawan kung napapagod na. Rest is important. Yellow at 9. Kay Year of the Ship naman tayo maaaring mailagay sa leadership role kahit hindi mo inaasahan. Grab this opportunity. Red at 2. Sa mga Year of the Monkey naman, may discount o good deal na mga gamit mo ngayong araw. White at 8. Kay Year of the Rooster naman tayo, may secret na admirer. Bantayan ang kilos ng mga nakapaligid sa iyo. Green at 3. Sa Year of the Dog naman tayo, may bagong kaibigan sa opisina na magiging close sa iyo. Blue at 1. Kay Year of the Pig naman tayo, magiging matamis ang araw kung ipaparamdam mo ang appreciation sa maliit na bagay. Yellow at 5. Paalala lang ito po'y patnubay lamang. Ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan araw-araw ang horoscope of the day. Dito lang po sa Beautiful Day with me, Master Hans Kua.
Thank you as always, Master Hans Kua. Ang ganda nung quote ni Master Hans. Very bright red.
Yes.
And your horoscope was you need to get some rest.
Alam mo, dahil dyan, wala na lang ako Thursday, Friday. Master Hans, sorry ha. Kasalanan mo to. Wala ako Thursday,
Ay nako,
Friday.
Master Hans. Dahil wala si Paolo, you have to be here and be my co-host for
Gusto mo si
Thursday.
Master Hans yung
Oh,
co-host?
that would be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sige.
Diba?
Why not?
So pag open after the OBB, good morning!
And we go straight to the news.
And go, yes, exactly. Tapos siya mag-weather.
Oo, siya mag-weather.
So, dito po, may bagyo po tayo ngayon.
Oo.
That will be his mood. Oh my goodness. But anyway, let's say hi to the people joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's start with Facebook first. Master Hans, there you go.
Of course, Master Hans
is
nanonood
watching
yan.
us on Facebook. Juan Miguel Gamosha says, watching from Las Piñas. Thank you so much. Sunny
Nandiyan yung Wetland
Cabante.
Park.
Huh?
Nandiyan yung Wetland Park sa Las Piñas.
What is Wetland Park?
Yung pinag-usapan. Were you not listening to my show? Oh my gosh! Wait lang! Were you ignoring me for the past 15
I'm so
minutes?
sorry because while you were doing Weather HQ, I was talking to our guest. Because our next guest is a friend of mine, guys. Sandali, bumalik ka. Ito naman matampuhin. I'll catch the replay.
Who else is watching?
Ikaw naman. Para kang yung mga, gina-joke kahapon sa Blue Ribbon Committee. But anyway, let me open YouTube. Ay, teka lang, hindi pa pala ako tapos namin. Oh, nagulo na ako. Hold on. We're saying hi to Sunny Cabante and to JJ Makatuwal. Joining us on Facebook. Let me just open YouTube. Sorry guys, I'm using my phone because mabagal yung aking laptop. On YouTube, we have a lot of people. Cheeky, counting down the days again till Christmas. We have 107 days to go. 106 according to Cheeky. But if you check on YouTube, it's 107. So anyway, 106, 107 days before Christmas. Merry Christmas to you in advance. John Ramos is also joining us on YouTube. And is Kels here? Yes, Kels is here. Kels, where are you?
Magagalit. I'm sorry, I'm not over it ha. Pero magagalit yung mga ibon sa'yo na taga Las Piñas at Parañaque. Yung mga nagtatravel pa dito, yung mga migratory
I'm so
birds.
sorry because I was talking to our next guest. We haven't seen each other in like forever, so we had to, catch up a bit while you were doing
To all of our viewers watching from Las Piñas and Parañaque, kindly message Asis-Carilo, like, why are you ignoring us?
I am not ignoring you guys.
Specifically, Las Piñas and Parañaque.
Ay, grabe, oh my God. So much
Malapit
hate.
sa wetlands.
O, tinan mo, sabi sa atin nung ating...
Voice of God.
yes.
Stop, move on na.
Stop, let's move on. Move on, pal, come on. When we come back...
Migrate ako. Parang ibon.
When we come back, guys, our next guest has led an extensive career in entertainment from radio to TV and comedy. Recently, he's become known as one of the best wedding hosts in the Philippines. Eri Neeman joins us after the break. Beautiful day. We'll be right back.
He's awake.
Welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. We are joined by one of the top wedding hosts in the country, Eri Neeman. Join us as we talk about all things hosting in our hangout. Beautiful day, Eri. Welcome to the show.
Hi guys, it's nice to be here.
Second time round for you on
Yes.
PNC, right? Because
Yes.
you guested on Maya Rodriguez's show
Yes,
last
Mice.
year.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Of
And
course.
sent me a message, and we used to be
Yeah.
partners on radio.
Yeah.
So when I fell asleep there, did it bring back memories?
It did. We'll tell Paolo and our viewers about that story. But yeah, welcome to the show and thank you for waking up early to be here.
Woke up at 4. 4. 'cause
Waking
Laguna pa
up
ako eh.
early.
Yeah.
Because
Ooh, wow.
we used to
What
do the
travel.
morning show on Wave 89.1. And then there was this time that Eri fell asleep on air.
Yeah.
We were talking on air. I was talking to him. And when I faced him to ask him a question, it was like, so what do you think, Eri? And he was like, Buti na lang you were not snoring.
Hindi ba?
You weren't. Thankfully. Oh my
That
God.
would have been
And I
good
was
radio,
like,
though.
Eri, are you asleep? And Eri was like, huh? Sorry, and what are we talking about?
No, snoring would have been great radio because of the medium.
True
right?
though, yes.
But of course, I mean, like you've gone from strength to strength. I mean, like beyond radio, of course, entertainment industry, doing a bit of comedy as well. And it just feels like it's been growing and you had to evolve with the times. I mean, how's that been like for you? Considering na talagang ibang-iba na yung landscape eh. Before,
Yes.
you know, you could be practically almost like a rock star on radio, but then now you gotta evolve to different things as well.
I think that's definitely been the case through the years, but I've always tried to kind of always align it to my strengths. Like I wouldn't like jump into something that I feel didn't like support what I really really wanted to do, which is really hosting. So obviously radio would help in hosting, improv, which I took up, stand up, comedy. I wanted to be funny because I love, I love seeing people getting people to laugh. So I was just like, I thought it was like amazing. So I was just like, I'm gonna do that so maybe I can learn about it, and hopefully you have a funny bone there. Thankfully, with enough trauma there is. So
Enough trauma. I love that.
Yeah, because trauma is funny for some reason.
yeah, pain is comedy.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I
Pain
think
is
eventually
comedy.
it becomes funny.
Yeah.
Like at first it starts off as a bit painful. You learn a lesson and then it becomes like funny.
Yeah, Jordan Peele had a wonderful quote. He said, "The difference between horror and comedy is the background music. It's the music. It's the scoring."
Well, you know what? I would argue that though. If you change the scoring to some of his movies, I don't know if it'll still be funny.
But he's trying to make a point in terms
I
of
get
like
you.
how pain
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they just go hand in hand. So ang ganda, nag-deep tayo on Deep for the Morning.
Yeah, alright.
Comedy, wow, talaga, oo.
But Wave was your second radio stint, and
Yes.
then you moved to U92, and
Yeah.
then that was your last gig in radio. Am I correct?
Yes, that was
But
my
you were
last gig
also
in radio.
doing TV, and then you were also hosting already during that time.
Yes.
But you were in radio for a long time. And what secret skills, did working behind the mic teach you that your hosting audience, live audience, couldn't?
Well, I would say, being in front of a crowd is definitely about being comfortable. So if you're in front, that's why it activates a fight or flight response, right? Because you're in front of people. That's why it's a number one fear. Your brain saying like threat. So I think because of that, it takes a long time to be comfortable in front of people. Radio was just a way to kind of maybe just train and like get better at it and just keep speaking. And because sometimes, to really find your voice, you just have to keep speaking and just keep doing it over and over again until you kind of find yourself. And radio was just a way to exercise that. I thought it would make me a better host, so I took it up and didn't plan to fall asleep during our part, but that was like
Forgiven but not forgotten.
Thank you.
I'm trying to fall asleep right now, so
Yeah, just to do it.
yeah. Just to say that she's had two hosts,
Yeah,
co-hosts
diba?
fall asleep.
should get
Yeah,
back.
because
Yeah.
I didn't get the interview.
Look,
I wasn't listening
I'm
to your
this
interview.
close to
He's-
being like a bird. I want to fly away.
Yeah, there you go.
But when we take a look at your career so far, you also done esports.
Yes,
right?
I
mean,
did.
like that's you have a gamer
I got that.
right now, right?
Yeah.
Lapel pin. But when you, that's a whole different environment as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you take a look at what suits you, you say you only want to do the things that don't take away from who you are.
Yes.
Where does that fit in your puzzle?
Well, esports was hosting. I was a host. Like I was a stage host. So I mean, I got to travel all over the world, hosted stadiums, and just try to understand the community. I mean, you're putting on a show. You're
Yeah.
entertaining. So that was great. I learned something because I grew up playing.
Yeah.
Right. So, syempre, like you want to host a show about gaming. Like I remember watching Extended Play growing up. Attack of the Show, which was an amazing
Oh, yeah.
show.
That was
That
great.
was like ahead of its time.
Yeah.
We had something similar here called Mog TV, which we were trying to do the same thing, but again, we were ahead of our time. Pero yeah, I think it was still aligned, but it's just the kind of community you were entertaining, the kind of audience you had was just slightly different. But I got along with those people. I was just like, this is my cult, these are my people. Like we grew up playing games, so that's one of the reasons why the culture and the community was really, really fun to do. So putting on shows for mainly the Dota community, because that's the esport that I focused on, was basically so much fun. And you learned about when you host different countries. I remember when hosting from Malaysia for the first time, I was just like, I was so nervous. I'm like, this is a different country, different religion, different culture. How do you do it? And when I was on stage and I was there, and you connected from not just like, from human to human, you kind of realize everyone's the same.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, different cultures, but you kind of realize everyone's the same by being able to put on shows for different countries. Like, oh, we're all the same.
You bring up a great point there, because when you hosted in Malaysia for the first time, I'm sure there was a lot of nerves when it comes to that. But then we had a conversation recently with Sam YG talking about international hosting as well.
Yeah, solid host.
And when we talk about how Filipinos are actually good international hosts, it's because of the term na malambot ang dila natin. Like, our accent is very friendly to the international audience. Do you feel the same way when it comes to that?
Accent wise, I would say I would really kind of, not really for the accent, it's more of like the intention.
Okay.
I would say if your energy comes from a place where you want to entertain and give and you're open, you'd connect with anyone, even if you have like the most, not the best accent.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you just you watch something and then maybe it's a different, and then you don't understand it, but you feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So I would say energy, like if you have that energy of just wanting to connect and wanting to entertain,
They'll feel it too.
Yeah.
they'll feel it. Like,
Okay, I
right?
get you.
You've watched so many things where you just don't understand it. Or let's say you listen to a Korean song, you don't understand, but you cry.
Yeah.
Gets, right? Or so if they
It's
come from
like our ability to connect.
emotions. Like
yeah.
if your energy and your emotions come from that, because like wonderful thing, like emotions is basically energy in motion, right? Like emotion. So basically, if people feel it, they'll connect. So it's not really the accent. I think it's the intention, because your intention will basically influence your energy.
Hi everyone.
So you did improv for 3 years.
Yeah, with
at
Spit.
You co-founded Comedy Manila.
Yes.
As well, and then you wrote and starred in Bubble Gang as
Yes.
well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
all these experiences, did these help sharpen your comedic instinct
Your partner's asleep.
for hosting?
Yeah. Pao.
Wake up!
Pao, wag,
Save the migratory birds.
Pao, mahahawa ako kasi magaw na gising.
Kayo ganyan. Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh.
Parang naiingit ako
Don't
sa'yo,
be
parang,
like that.
ang
Wala
galing.
yan.
You're not allowed to do this.
Tinitingnan ko
Hindi,
si
hindi.
Pao, I'm like, ang saya.
Galing siyang Laguna eh. Parang siyang migratory bird kasi. Medyo malayo.
You're not allowed to do this to me again, Eri.
Nahawa ako, Pao. Sabi ko, nakakaingit. Ang ganda pa. Oh, that's so nice.
All these experiences,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it sharpen your comedic instinct for hosting, learnings from all these experiences?
Yeah, I think one of the things for a host is experience. Like, the more experience you have with anything. Like, so if you keep doing it, you just learn more things, especially if you come from a perspective where you want to learn. You know what I mean? So I wanted to learn. Like, I always have this principle where there's no excuse not to deliver. So whatever situation you have, if you just look at it, I'm like, man, I didn't nail that, or that was bad. Like, what do I need to do to be able to handle? Like, for example, like you have they say, the crowd is dead, right? The crowd's dead. You can look at it from a perspective na parang, okay, dead crowd, wala akong magawa. But it's not that you're dead. It's a dead crowd. It's like you just haven't become the host that can handle the dead crowd yet.
Okay.
So I kind of just always looked at it at that.
Can being funny be learned?
That's a good question. If I was gonna give one tip for funny, you're just gonna have to love seeing people laugh.
Okay.
That's it. Like if you come from it like I wanna be funny, like I'm gonna be funny, so let me do this joke now because I wanna be funny. It's a very self thing, so I would say you're doing it for yourself. But I think people who love making people laugh, personally, I think if it was gonna come from me, you just love seeing people laugh. You just love seeing, you like shaking things up. You love getting that chuckle. You love seeing it from people. Or you just love maybe just, dissecting a topic and just talking about the truth of it. If you love that, I believe you can be funny. Like
Yeah.
because even like a straight, like the perfect straight man, like sobrang like stern and put that person in a funny situation. They don't have to change, right? They can just be like the straight man, and then it'll be funny because the situation is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say, in that sense, I would say it's definitely
I
possible.
mean, you can just fall asleep and still be funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if.
But you are naturally funny, and when you guys check out his TikTok posts
Yeah.
from your hosting gigs, you are naturally funny.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate that.
And
yeah.
and you are one of the top wedding hosts here in the Philippines. In fact, some people say you are the number one wedding host here in the Philippines. What makes Eri Neeman different from the other hosts out there?
I would say, I remember answering this question in a past interview. Honestly, if anyone, like you guys, like Pao, and if you just really committed to who you are, you will be unique no matter what. So if you have the strength to just kind of be who you are and kind of like commit, that's already unique in itself. So that's one. But I think I have a crazy amount of stage time. I would say. Like, I think I've been on stage for a long time, and I really wanted to put myself in a situation where I want to get as much experience as I can. And I always want to learn. Like, there's a thing now with weddings. You guys have attended weddings, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
There is a collective frustration that's happening right now with weddings, because when you do something for a long time, obviously there'll be an opposite, right? Na parang, okay, this is great, but that's not being done.
Yeah.
A frustration of mine with weddings through the years, and me trying to kind of evolve from it, and listening to conversations from other couples or people who have attended or been part of a wedding. Things are kind of in a place. If you notice a wedding, people parang you're watching most of the time. Parang nanunood. Like, you're watching. But
Yeah.
the essence of the event is a celebration.
Yeah.
So much more can be said. So much more can be expressed. Like, weddings, the essence of weddings is basically expression, like relationships, right? But most of the time, the couple doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the friends don't talk a lot. Like, Pao, you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. So it becomes more of a show they watch rather than a celebration they participate in.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because weddings is like, you have all. When will you ever get an event where all the people and the chapters in your life are there?
Yes.
When will you ever get that? So it's a milestone, and there's so many emotions in a wedding. It's like you're transitioning to a new life. Your parents are gonna witness you moving out of the house. Your friends have noticed your growth. They've seen how far you've come. There's so much emotion in that, and there's so much stories in that. There's so much things that's worth expressing. And hearing from other couples, they say, parang, ayoko yung nanunood lang.
Yeah.
Parang, just watching. Like, program, okay, this speech, tradition, watch a video, and everyone's like. So recently, I've been trying to get people to express more.
Yeah.
Like, one conscious effort to do that is I've been doing this for a year. I asked the couple I always go message of the parents, then the dance. So let's say if it was your wedding or your wedding, I'd say, hear your parents speak, and then you can have a dance with mom.
Yeah.
Why? Because the emotions transition well.
Yeah. So it carries on. Eri, I wish we had more time to really delve into it because it's super interesting.
Yeah.
And, and I'm sure there are some aspiring wedding hosts now taking notes from you.
Yes.
But we want to
Writing
say...
things down.
Yes. But you know what? We're running out of time. We always have this one question before we end the show.
Please.
Yes.
And Anne, take it away.
The show is called Beautiful Day. Eri, what makes your day beautiful?
My day is beautiful. My family
Oh,
Perfect.
and living the life I've really, really worked hard to kind of have.
I also want to add on migratory birds.
There you go.
Will now make
But
this
thank
day
you for
beautiful.
your time,
Thank
Eri.
you,
Much,
thank
much appreciated. And I love your story. I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way.
Appreciate it.
Eri Neeman, ladies and gentlemen, event host Eri Neeman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Nice seeing you again. Well, that's a wrap on our show this Tuesday, September 9. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Remember, keep it cool and take it easy. And once again, happy anniversary, BNC. Congratulations to all of us. We got a cake here, pero walang lighter kasi may smoke detector.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Happy anniversary.
Happy
Wait,
anniversary to us.
babasahin ko. There you go.
Anong basahin?
Happy anniversary,
Bilyonaryo.
Bilyonaryo News Channel. Yay!
Kala ko may special message, pero
Kasi ang lilit ng font. So
No.
there, happy anniversary,
Alright.
BNC. I'm Asis-Carilo. Have a great day ahead. And always remember to choose joy and spread love and kindness wherever this day takes you. See you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Only here on
Beautiful day!
Woo!